Good afternoon, and welcome to today's workshop, Reach Customers Online with Google. My name is Marquita Gooch-Voigt, and I am the Assistant Director for Technology and Training and the Marketing Coordinator for the Clayton County Library System. In addition to that super long title, I am also a small business owner. And yes, I use many of Google's resources to make my small biz more visible to the masses. Grow with Google helps people across the United States grow their skills, careers, and businesses by offering free tools, training, and events. Today, I'll introduce many of Google's products that can help your business grow and succeed online. I'd like to take a moment to mention why this series of classes is important and a little different from previous courses. These courses are being presented as part of a Grow with Google grant the library received courtesy of the Georgia Public Library Service State Agency. With the grant funds, the library purchased items to build Entrepreneur in a Bag kits. As you can see on the screen, each bag comes with several items that can aid in the processes of running a small business on the go. Details about how the kits circulate are forthcoming, but as registered participants in this course, you get priority access. To qualify for borrowing a kit, you must register and attend at least 2 out of the 4 workshops, be a resident of Clayton County, and have a Clayton County issued Pines library card. Other requirements do apply and will be shared once the kits are ready to circulate. Okay, let's take a look at the agenda for today. We'll break the workshop into 3 sections. I'll begin by explaining how Google search works and where different types of information can appear on the search results. By understanding how Google's algorithms select the websites and other information that surface on the search results pages, you can implement strategies that can improve your website's chances of showing there when potential customers search. In the second session, we will discuss Google My Business, a free tool on Google that can help your business appear across Google Search and Maps. Lastly, I'll show you how to promote your products and services by creating a smart campaign using Google Ads. Let's start talking about how Google helps businesses reach their current and future customers. Think about the sheer volume of searches online. There are lots of searches, in the billions, on Google every single day. Each search is an opportunity for a business to connect to people who are looking for information. The data shows that a lot of people are searching for information about local businesses like hours of operation and driving instructions. First, we'll take a look at a short video as we dive deeper into how Google helps businesses reach its customers. Did any of those moments in the video relate to you? I know some of them related to me. Every day, we turn whatever device is on hand to act on our needs by searching for information. Keeping the video in mind, think about your potential customers. What are their I want to know, I want to go, I want to do, or I want to buy moments in relation to your business? Think about the questions people ask when they call your business or stop by your shop. Those are their I want to go, know, do, and buy moments. Rather than focusing on what you want people to know about your products and services, think about what they need and what they want to know. By doing that, you can leverage micro moments, using them as opportunities to build relationships with people who find your business online. Have you made a large purchase in the last year? Maybe a car, a television, or even a new smartphone? I'll bet that many, if not most of you, started your search online, as most people do these days. And if you did some online shopping research, you might have started by reading customer reviews. Maybe you did some price shopping or compared shipping costs or warranties. The takeaway is consumers often have a lot of info about products and services before they contact a business or visit a store. Your website might be the new front door, the first interaction a potential customer has with your business. It's important to note that customers may start the shopping journey online, but there's still a lot happening offline. In fact, about 85% of all transactions still happen in local stores. Research also shows that people are more concerned with their needs in the moment than any particular brand. That means that even if your business is brand new, you've got a shot at winning a searcher's business if your online presence helps them in a critical moment, a micro moment. With all this in mind, let's take a look at the different ways Google can help searchers find you online. The first thing to understand is that when you are doing a Google search, you are not actually searching the entire web. You are searching Google's index of the web. Think of the web as an ever-growing library filled with billions and billions of books. The book represents a website. Pages of the book represent pages of your website. An appropriate analogy considering a library is presenting this course. However, there is no card catalog to help you find anything, no central database. On top of that, people aren't merely searching for websites. They want to find specific information inside the sites, the individual pages and resources. So how in the world do people find anything? Well, that's where search engines like Google come in. Google's job is to read the book, categorize the pages, and help searchers find the information they need on these pages. Google finds that information on the web by sorting through all those billions of sites and web pages and showing people where to find the answers they are looking for. To do that, Google uses software called a web crawler. Google's crawler is known as Googlebot. Googlebot starts with a list of URLs. It then visits those websites looking for new links to add to the index, plus changes to the website and links that no longer work. The Googlebot follows links from page to page, sending website information back to Google servers to update the index to ultimately help searchers find the web pages. Googlebot processes each page it indexes, taking note of important information from keywords to website freshness, and stores it in the index. The index is like the index in the back of a book, with an entry for every word seen on every indexed web page. It's huge and ever growing, as Google's index contains hundreds of billions of web pages. Every time a person searches Google, the search engine is looking for information stored and organized in this gigantic index. There are more than 1 trillion searches happening each year worldwide. That may be a large number for you to wrap your head around. So here's another way to imagine it. That snap was 1 second. And in that 1 second, Google just processed about 40,000 searches. All right, so there are about 40,000 searches happening right now. For each of the corresponding search result pages, how did Google decide which websites and resources to display? These decisions all happen automatically through the work of a computer algorithm. Google's algorithm considers more than 200 factors or signals. The signals include basic criteria like the language and location of the searcher and what type of device is being used. Other signals include the age of the content on the web pages, relevance to the search query, and whether the page provides a good user experience, and a whole lot more. After identifying the best set of results from information stored in the index, Google presents the results to the searcher, and all of this happened in about a fraction of a second. Now, the information that is presented to a searcher isn't always the home page of a website. Many times, it's one of the interior pages of your website as it relates to the searcher's query. As a business owner, you should think of your website as a whole, but Google looks at each page and the content on those individual pages to bring the searcher back the best results. Let's take a look at an example search results page. When someone searches Google, in today's world, they typically type in a phrase or ask a question describing what they want to find on the web. This is called a search query. Google's job is to show the most relevant information on the search results page so the searcher finds what they are looking for. On the screen is a sample search results page from Google. This probably looks familiar to you. The tips in today's workshop are especially relevant to the results you see in the center of the page. These are the organic or natural search results. The information presented about each site in the organic results is called a snippet. Each snippet includes a URL. Page title, and usually descriptions of a page that gives searchers more information about the results. Some search results pages show a business profile on the right side of the page. Incidentally, this information can be managed by the business owner with a free tool called Google My Business. The search results may display relevant ads served by a product called Google Ads. This illustration points out where the images of products can appear at the top of the page. These are called shopping ads. You may also see text ads in the search results labeled with a sticker that says ad. We'll take a look at one last section on the search results page. At the bottom of the search results page, you will see a list of searches related to the query. This is a neat feature that helps you see what other people are searching for too. It can also help you refine your search and get some insight into how people search on Google. So let's open a web browser and visit google.com. Let's type in a word or a phrase and see how it shows up. Based on our location and where I'm logging in from, when I typed in the word library, it immediately pulled up our library system. It gives you general information about the search performance for this query. If you were to do this with a product that you sell or your website even, your results will vary. To show you another example in real time, I'm going to use the phrase wedding officiant to see where my small business, MV3 Events, shows up using organic searching. As you can see, my small business is listed in the #1 slot of search results on Maps and on the first page of the search results. This is a direct result of my utilization of Google My Business to get my business listed on Google Maps, as well as some other features to maximize potential exposure to customers. So now that we know how we appear across Google search results pages, let's take a look at a few tips and tools you can use to help address any potential issues your business may face. This next session dives deeper into ways you can help your site appear in the various sections using SEO, or search engine optimization. As mentioned before, Google My Business offers a free business profile on Google that can show your critical business info to searchers across Google Search and Maps on all devices. Google My Business does not replace a business's website, but it can help your profile stand out in the search results and on the map. Your business profile is automatically optimized for different devices, so you don't have to worry about modifying it to show up on a cell phone, tablet, desktop computer, or laptop. Creating a business profile helps you control the details Google display, like business hours, store locations, photos, and videos, so that they are up to date and consistent across search and maps. So here are a few specific non-technical tips that can help. Regularly publish relevant original content. The content should be useful, filled with information, clear, and accurate. Be sure to include keywords a user would use to find your pages, and make sure that your site actually includes those words as well. Always lead with your most important information. If your goal is to get people to call your business, keep your phone number prominent. Bulleted lists can also help make text more readable. And while there's no true rule of thumb, the more frequently you update your website, the more likely it will be to appear in the search engine results. As you publish content, keep it well organized. When your website content is organized into logical, clearly labeled areas, it helps human visitors more easily find what they are looking for. It also helps Google's algorithm better understand the content of your website. Many content management systems offer the option to enter this text. If you have the option, make sure that your elements are descriptive, specific, and accurate. Images can also have important influence on the appearance and success of your website. Images should be clear and in focus. It's almost always better to use real photos rather than stock photos. And before you add an image to your site, make sure you're allowed to do so. Be sure to also add image descriptions or alternate text or tags. This helps Google understand what the image is. Think of this like writing on the back of a printed photo so you can identify the people in it later. It also makes it easier for people who are visually impaired and who use screen readers to read the text. Make sure the size of the photo is optimized for the web. This can be tricky because digital images have two types of sizes. One is called the file size. The second image size refers to its dimensions. For the web, dimensions are measured in pixels. File size is measured in bytes. Image size is important because you also want to optimize for load time. The probability of bounce increases 32% as page load time goes from 1 second to 3 seconds. It's an even higher percentage when that load time increases on a mobile device. Around 53% of website visits are abandoned if a mobile site takes longer than 3 seconds to load. So that means you're losing about 53% of potential customers if your website takes too long to load on a customer's cell phone. There are, however, some free tools you can use to help your website have a good online presence. Remember, content is important, so be sure your site loads quickly. Optimizing for load time matters because for every second delay in page loading, conversions or people who pursue your products can fall by 20%. So previously I mentioned that if your website takes too long to load, you're losing about 53% of potential customers. So say that 53% decides to wait for your site to load. If they click on a product or a service that you offer, and that page takes even longer to load, 20% of those who continued on will abandon the search altogether. You can check the speed of your website by trying Google's free Test My Site tool. The test scores measures mobile speed or how long it takes the site to load. Keep in mind that it's not just the strength of the web connection that determines mobile speed, but also the elements on the web pages. After evaluating your site, the test generates a report with a list of specific suggestions that can help you optimize. Another tool that can help your website appear in the organic results is a tool called Google Search Console. Search Console helps you monitor and maintain your website's presence in Google's organic search results on all devices. To maximize Search Console, you can make sure that Google can access your site, submit new content and remove content you don't want to show in the search results, and monitor your site for problems. Search Console shows you how Google and the world sees your website. For example, you can see reports that tell you what search queries cause your site to appear in search results, which websites link directly to your site, and if your site works well on mobile devices. Lastly, in our tips, we can take a look at another tool that can help you find ideas for creating new content through Google Analytics. To begin to understand the strengths and weaknesses of your website, you need to understand what visitors did or did not do when they got there. This is called website analytic data. Google offers a free analytic tool that includes a huge suite of customizable reports that answers questions about the effectiveness of your site, such as what people are reading and viewing, how much time do people spend on your site, and if it's an e-commerce site, where people abandoning their shopping carts. If you advertise with Google, that data integrates into the suite reports so you can measure the effectiveness of your ad campaigns. Google Analytics reports can help you make smart decisions about your site, content, and functionality. let's talk a little bit about Google Trends. This resource is also a free web-based tool that shows the relative popularity of different search terms on Google. The data is presented in a graph on a scale of 0 to 100, with 100 representing the peak search volume. If it has enough information, Google Trends can show a forecast of search volume, related popular searches, and rising searches, or searches experiencing significant growth. You can use this tool to find and compare the popularity of different words and phrases, determine the seasonality of different searches, and see geographically where searches happen and related searches. All of this information can help you see what topics people are interested in and create relevant content to publish on your site. Let's give it a try. We'll start by using the term library. As mentioned before, here is the scale listed from 0 to 100. You can see the term library has an ebb and flow of interest over time. Below, you can also see interest by subregion, with the District of Columbia being 1 and Iowa being number 5. We can drill down further into this information by simply clicking on the state of Georgia, which shows us that there is about 43 search interests so far. As we drill down further, you can see the interest by metro area, so Atlanta number 1 and Augusta being number 5. Related topics to searching for a library include early voting, library science as a field of study, and online books. Next, we'll talk about another way to reach customers online, which is advertising your products and services with Google Ads. This next video will introduce you to Honest Soul Yoga, a small business that was able to grow significantly by using ads strategically. Here is a short video about their progress.
I deployed to Afghanistan in 2007. Being there was the hardest part of my life. My stress level was through the roof. Yoga made me realize that I could be able to handle those stressful moments, that anxiety, and I wanted to share that with the military community. So when I decided to open a yoga studio, it was really important to get as many people as possible through our door, not only to help them, but also because we had to pay our bills. My goal was to get people to call us, because we knew if we could talk to them, it would be easier for them to show up and come through our front door. It's actually pretty magical because since we've launched our Google Ads, our phones started ringing off the hook. I know my ads are walking through the door when the number of intro offers that we're selling have doubled. And in result, we had to add 10 new classes a week. We had to hire more staff. What I love about Google Ads is that when I'm super busy at work, I can just check my phone and I can instantly track my results. As a small business owner, it's bigger than just you. It's about the families you impact, your employees, your own community.
I have somewhere I can let my guard down, and everybody else is here for a common reason.
Everybody that I've met here, and they were looking for something in their life to help them, either physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Our work makes such an impact on so many lives. We're so lucky that we get to do this. I like to say that I started a community center for adults, and we just happened to do yoga here. I deployed to Afghanistan in 2007. Being there was
Before we dive into how to set up a smart campaign, let's review where ads can appear. Ads created with smart campaigns can appear on both the Google Search and the display network. The Google Search Network is a group of search-related websites and apps. Your ad can appear when people search for products or services you promote. The network includes Google.com, Google Maps, Google Play, plus search-related sites that partner with Google to publish ads. The Google Display Network is a large group of websites and apps that show Google ads. These ads can reach people earlier in the buying cycle, appearing alongside content related to your business. Ads appear when customers are looking at content, browsing websites, watching YouTube videos, checking email and Gmail accounts, or using mobile apps. Ads on the Google Display Network can also show images. Your ads may include images from your Google My Business listing. With smart campaigns, your ads can appear on both the search and display networks. Depending on the goals you set, the Google Ads system will automatically determine where to show your ads to give you the best chance for success. If you aren't familiar with smart campaigns, it's a campaign type designed for small businesses. These campaigns are flexible, which means you choose your goal and customize your content. Your ads can bring visitors to your website and connect to offline customers by driving phone calls and store visits. There is no contract, no minimum commitment, no startup fee or cancellation fee. You control when and where ads can show and your budget. With a straightforward setup process, smart campaigns can get your business advertising online in mere minutes. Once your ad is set up, Google's smart technology will find ways to improve your ads and help you get better results. So here's how you do it. First, you'll start by signing in to your Google Ads account. If you don't have one, you can always create one by visiting ads.google.com and clicking the Start Now button. Once you've set up and signed into your Google Ads account, you will be promoted to the first step of creating an ad using smart campaigns. You will be asked to enter your business name and the business web address. Next, you'll have 3 goal options. The first is to have more customers call your business. You will select this goal if you want to get more customers primarily over the phone, or you want to talk to customers before setting up appointments or bookings. This goal might be a good choice for appointment-focused businesses like salons, home repair, and pet sitting services. The second goal is to get customers to visit your physical location. You will select this option if you have a physical location customers can visit without contacting you first, or your first interaction with customers is primarily at your store. The third option is to take action on your website. You'd select this goal if most of your business is conducted online, or you want customers to complete a trackable action on your website. This goal is also a good choice if customers can buy your products online or complete an important action like signing up for an appointment, class, or registering for an email newsletter. The example in the video, Honest Soul Yoga, wanted to drive more foot traffic to their boutique, so they would have selected goal number 2, to get customers to visit their physical location. It's important to note that you can only select one goal per ad. However, if you have more than one goal, you can create multiple ads and have one ad for each goal. Now, you can proceed to the next step in setting up your smart campaign. As the owner, you need to specify where you want your ads to appear geographically. When you create an ad, you will see a few different options for choosing where your ad can appear. The first option allows you to specify a radius around your business's location. The second option allows you to identify cities, regions, or countries as seen in this example slide. You will also see the selected areas highlighted in color. As you adjust your geographic range, look at the top corner to see the estimated audience size. This tells you how many people search Google within your selected area. If you're having trouble deciding which option to choose, it really just depends on your business. If you're advertising for a business with local clientele, you may choose a radius. If you're advertising for a business that sells products and services beyond a local area, you might decide to expand the audience much further. Choose the audience that makes the most sense for your business's goals. If Honest Soul Yoga's goal was to drive a shopping rush to their boutique, they probably would have selected radius. This way, they can experiment with the distance, starting with what they know about existing customers. For example, they might look at their customer database and determine that most clients live within a 35-mile radius of the yoga studio. That information can help them set an effective ad radius. As the owner, you can always go in and change this. And more than likely, you probably will want to expand the ad's geographic reach when you open new locations or add new products and services. The next step is choosing a business category and the products and services you want to promote. This helps the system understand the customers you want to reach. If you're familiar with online advertising, there is one notable difference with the more common ones you see and Smart Campaign. With Smart Campaign, you will not create a list of keywords. Instead, the system will automatically generate search phrases that help determine when your ad should appear. We'll talk about this a little later. Honest Soul Yoga wanted to promote their yoga mat package and try to get people to sign up for their classes. They will look for the most appropriate options. The system may offer some suggestions, but they will only select the items that make the most sense for their promotion. And when you set up your Google ad, you will do the same. So far, we've chosen a goal, a geographic area, and describe what product you are advertising. Finally, it is time to create your ad. A text ad on Google typically contains 3 headlines, 2 description lines, and a display URL or the web page address that appears within the ad. It's important to focus on showcasing the most relevant and compelling information in your ad. With Smart Campaigns, you have the ability to set and fine-tune a budget for each of your ads. You will set a monthly budget that makes sense for your business. The cost will vary per click, but you will not pay more than what your monthly budget is set at. You pay only for the actual clicks and calls that your ad receives within the budget that you've set. So, for example, if your maximum monthly budget is $300, but you only received $200 worth of clicks, you'll only be charged $200. As far as budgeting, Google does give you recommended options, but again, you can enter your own budget. If you chose to enter your own budget, you'll see an overlay. You can drag the slider to select your monthly budget. Below the budget slider, you will see a typical competitor budget range. As you adjust your budget, you will see the estimated ad performance on the right side of the page. This estimates how many ad views and clicks your ad might receive per month based on your selected budget. You can review your ad spend and make budget adjustments in your account at any time. After setting up your budget, your final step will be to review your ad campaign settings and set up billing if it is the first time you are setting up an ad. Now that you know how to set up a smart campaign in Google Ads, let's take a look at some best practices for optimizing your ad. So here are a few more optional features you can add to your smart campaign. The first is to add images and logos to it. Adding images, as mentioned before, can help your ad grab the attention of potential customers. You are allowed to add up to 3 images and logos per ad. Once you've uploaded your images, you can preview how your ad will appear in different formats. This is a great feature of smart campaigns. Google Smart Technology will create a series of responsive ads for your campaign to test based on the images you uploaded, helping you get better results. The last campaign type we'll talk about today is video campaigns. This campaign type lets you show video ads on their own or within other streaming video content on YouTube and across the Google Display Network. Showing video ads may seem pretty sophisticated, but the setup is very straightforward. You can use videos from your own YouTube account, and like other campaign types, you can see ad performance and adjust targeting. Video ads help to accomplish goals related to sales, generating leads, increasing website traffic, building brand awareness, and increasing brand consideration. There are 5 available video ad formats. The first is in-stream ads. These run before, during, or after other videos on YouTube, the Display Network, games, or apps. Ads may also run on YouTube videos embedded on other websites. After about 5 seconds, the viewer can skip an ad. Video discovery ads appear on YouTube only. They are seen in places where people discover new content. Outstream ads show on partner sites. These ads are available on mobile devices and tablets. Non-skippable in-stream ads are 15 seconds or less. And, as the label suggests, viewers cannot skip those. Lastly are bumper ads. These are designed to increase brand awareness. Bumper ads are just 6 seconds or less, and viewers cannot skip them. So, to wrap up today's session, we talked about different ways to reach customers online, showcasing how you can bring visibility to your products and services in different areas of Google search results pages. Here's a quick recap. Build or improve your website. Your business needs a search-friendly, mobile-friendly site. Your site should also load quickly and work across all devices. Next, create or claim your free business profile at google.com/business. Lastly, try Google Ads. You can fine-tune your offers within ads as people search more for your products and services and engage with your website. If you want to learn even more about any of the topics covered in today's workshop, you can refer to this slide for different URLs, including Test My Site, Google Trends, and Google Ads. And of course, you can always do a simple Google search to find these resources as well. Another great resource is Google's Quick Help videos. You can get answers and learn how to make the most of Google's tools in just a few minutes. You can learn things like how to get your business listed on Google Search and Maps, how to create a YouTube channel for your business, and how to start a Google Meet conference. All of these are available at the link on the screen. Once again, my name is Marquita Gooch-Void. I'm the Assistant Director for Technology and Training and the Marketing Coordinator for the Clayton County Library System, as well as a small business owner. I thank you for attending today's session. If you have any more questions, our organization is always here to help. In a moment, I will post the link to today's check-in. Remember, you must use the email address that you registered with in order to be added to the notification list when our Entrepreneur and a Bag kits are available for checkout. The quiz will be available up to 2 hours after the ending of this stream. Once again, thank you for joining us today.